Jackson here. Welcome back to my channel. So glad you guys decided to stop by. So today's video is a makeup tutorial on this look right here, Obvi, okay? So the thought process behind this video was to do a look that was not only easy but quick. This video is for those of you who just don't have a lot of time on your hands, whether you're in high school, college, or you have a regular 9-to-5 and you just want to have a beat slayed face without taking up so much of your time. This video is definitely for you. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this will probably take you about 10 to 15 minutes, which I think is not that long for makeup. I don't know, but I was like 10 to 15 minutes is pretty legit. So that's what this video is, and I do hope that you guys enjoy it. If you do, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and keep on supporting my channel and let me know that you're there, okay? I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next one. Until then, peace out. Alright guys, so the first thing that I'm going to do to get started with my face, I'm going to moisturize my face, of course. That is most important. So I'm going to be using my favorite moisturizer, which you guys already know. And I'm just going to work this all over my face. Once my moisturizer is complete and it's kind of set a little bit on my face, I'm going to go ahead and take my Becca Shimmering Perfector liquid highlighter in the color Champagne Pop. You guys know how much I love this stuff. I just like how it gives my skin a beautiful glow. It really does. Oh, and just FYI guys, for this look, since we are getting ready for school or work, I am going to be working primarily with my hands in this video because I tend to work a lot faster when I use my hands as opposed to grabbing brushes. They just take up time and we don't have that kind of time in the morning. So after I've applied my moisturizer as well as my highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and prime the face. This is really important because you guys know we're going to be out throughout the day at least for 8 hours at school or at work. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. For that, I'll be using Skindinavia's Makeup Spray Primer. This is their oil controlling form here, but what I love about this one is that obviously it's in a spray form, so it just makes it a lot easier and allows you to cut down some of your time with applying primer. What's also cool about this one is the fact that it doesn't leave any type of like sticky feeling to your skin or residue, and it dries super simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and shake it up a bit. And once I've shaken it up, I'm just going to apply it in an X formation. At least try to. I can't help it. I have to do it all over. And then after that, I am going to let it kind of sit on the face for a bit. So while it's kind of setting on the face, I'm going to go ahead and start tackling my brows, which I have been growing my brows out like nobody's business. Finally, they're getting better. I went to a new brow lady, and need I say more? I'm just going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz to just lightly fill in my brow. Like, I'm not trying to have a intense brow for this particular look. So I'm really just going in where I have like sparse areas. And I'm going to fill in the brow just where I see like some major patches. And then also what I'm also going to do, I'm going to create a little tail at the end of my brow because, again, I went to a new brow lady and she kind of like cut off my tail. I digress. That's why you can't be going to like random people. You just can't. You have to go to your brow lady or brow guy. Okay, so once I pretty much have my brows how I want them, I am going to set my brows. I'll be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Just this basic clear brow gel. There's pretty much nothing on it. Well, I mean, there's product on it, but it's clear. And this is just going to keep them in place. It does kind of like give you a little bit of like color definition, so to speak, where your brows just kind of stand out a little bit more. So I like to do this when I'm not filling in the brows so much with products. So I like to do this. Now if you like, you can go ahead and do the concealer thing, but that takes up a lot of time. Like, you'll spend 10 minutes trying to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. In the meantime though, our face is pretty much ready. Again, there's no tacky, no sticky feelings from the primer, so we're good to go. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix Fluid in the color NC45, and literally I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Now you guys might be wondering, like, well, why you didn't do any color correcting or anything like that. For this look, and again for time, I'm not going to do that. I am going to go back and apply some concealer and stuff like that, but no, I'm not going to be doing anything that takes up too much of our time. We just want to have a nice clean look, and nothing too major. I don't know, I mean, like when I was in school, I did not wear makeup like that. Especially, well, I mean, I attempted to do some things in high school, but not like how I see these days. I see a lot of you girls like going ham with your makeup at school. Alright, so after we've applied our foundation, I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of highlighting to the face. So I'm going to be using the Pro LA Girl Concealer in the color Cool Tan. And I'm just going to apply it where I normally would apply my concealer. And again, I'm still using my fingers. Like, don't be afraid to use your fingers for your face. So to set my concealer, I am going to use Laura Mercier's translucent powder. You guys know that I love this stuff. I'm like, it's pretty much done at this point. Not that I use all of it. I've dropped a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this right underneath my eyes, everywhere that I highlighted, basically. So for contouring, we're not contouring today, but we are going to warm up the face a little bit using a bronzer, and this is also going to cut down on time too, especially if you're like me and you like to use cream products. That takes entirely too much time. So I'm going to take this is Refined Golden by MAC Cosmetics, and this is just a bronzer. This bronzer does have some reflex in it, so if that doesn't work for you, then they do have a matte version, or you know, you could use a foundation that's a few shades darker than your skin tone. You have so many options, but I am going to work that right where I would contour. Alright, and then after that, I am going to take a little bit down the brim of my nose using this brush from Real Techniques. You guys know that I love this one. This is like a real everyday look for me. Like if I'm in a super rush, like sometimes I'll even skip contouring. Like I just feel like that might, you know, sometimes I feel like that takes up too much time. Just gonna kind of buff that out a bit, so we don't want any harsh lines. And what I'm gonna do now is just wipe away any of that excess. I said it right this time, didn't I, guys? A lot of y'all be like, you be saying excess. I can't help it. I said it right. Access? Hell, I don't know. But I'm gonna wipe away the additional product that's underneath my eyes from the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and we're good to go. But then after that, what I like to do is to set my whole face situation, and what I like to do is use Ruby Kisses mineral powder, and this is in the color Caramel. I'm just taking a little kabuki brush and I'm like pouncing it off of the product because I don't want a whole lot. I'm just gonna buff that into the skin. This Ruby Kisses powder is life. Like, it's so good. I like to use it on my clients, my makeup clients as well. Just gonna rub that right across. So one thing that I would typically skip, but I'm not going to for this look because we want the face to appear awake, I am going to apply some blush to my cheeks just to give me more of an awakened look to the skin, kind of wake the skin up. So for this one, I'm using a color called Mandarin Orange, which is kind of like a peachy color. It's definitely lighter than a peach color though, but it's right in the family. So I'm just gonna give myself a little smile there, and I'm gonna work right here. not on the apples of the cheek, but just right above it, because when you relax the face, it's gonna like kind of fall into position. And sometimes when you use colors like this, it gives the skin a more youthful look. Okay guys, so these next couple of steps is completely optional, but if you have a little bit more time and you wish to add some falsies, go ahead and do that, but just make sure that they're more on the natural side. If not, you can feel free to go ahead and apply your mascara. So I am going to apply falsies for this look, but I am going to use my They're Real mascara and apply that as well. Now for me, I don't like to apply my mascara to the top of my top lashes when I'm applying my falsies. So I'm going to apply it to the bottom first, just to show you guys. And I absolutely positively love They're Real mascara. So I'm going to apply it to the bottom lashes first, and then I'm going to apply my falsies. And yeah. Alright guys, and then the last thing to do is to just apply our lips. So I'm going to be using Cork lip liner by MAC Cosmetics. You guys know that I love this one so much. This is like the perfect lip liner for women of color. It just works really well. Again, this part's optional too, because this can take some time, but a little bit of liner is good for you, just like that. And then after that, I'm going to take a lipstick that's very similar to the color of my lips. I typically like to do this when I'm looking for something a little bit more natural. So I'm using the CoverGirl lipstick, which is the Katy Perry collaboration. This is in the color Sphinx. I actually really love this color. It's really, really pretty. It's a matte lip. And then after that, I'm going to use a little bit of gloss. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is from there. It's like it was a set that came over the summer. But this color is called Blushing, and it's a really pretty pink color. Alright guys, and then the last thing that I'm going to do is just go ahead and set my foundation, set everything that we just did to make sure that it lasts all day, girl. So I'm going to be using as well, this is by Scandinavia. This is their finishing spray. So you're going to apply it the same way you did with the primer. So you're going to shake it up really good and then just apply it in an X formation about 3 to 4 times. Alright guys, so here is the final look. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and that it was helpful for you guys.
Never mind, I'm thinking out loud before